Dark Horse Assassin, Rise of the Messiah, Chapter 3, April 2nd, 2002. Rewind to yesterday. Columbia, Maryland. Let's go back. He flushed the toilet and walked over to the bathroom sink. He really wanted to shower, but time was of the essence. He was still trying to gather himself. Too much alcohol and way too much of her, he thought while staring at the stranger that stared back in the Doubletree Hotel bathroom mirror. His throwback 50s always perfect in place James Dean hairstyle was anything but. Agent FX02 was too hungover to be horrified at the Marilyn Manson identical spiked-haired twin that stared back at him in the mirror. It had taken 8 shots of Absolute and 3 apple martinis to get his latest chocolate conquest up to his suite. By then, he was way too drunk to perform. All he wanted to do was lie down, but the dainty baby-faced Victoria's Secret model turned into a sex-crazed wild woman. Agent FX02 was as fit as a professional boxer, but in his inebriated condition, he was no match for the vixen that awaited on the other side of the suite's bathroom door. Ronald FX02 Reagan turned his attention to the creaking bathroom doorknob. Come on, Bob. A few more times, please. Oh, that thing you do with your tongue. Ah! The vixen pleaded from behind the bathroom door. I told you, I have to go home to my wife, he lied. I'm not stupid, Bob. That was a man's voice on the phone earlier. My wife? Me and Bob have been together for 5 years. Bob, you know what? You are full of it. I can't believe what you think, that you even consider that I'm as stupid enough to believe that you're in a relationship with another man named Bob. I'm not. Save it. It's shit like this that made me step outside of my race in the first place. But you know what? Bob, or whoever you really are, it doesn't make any difference if I date a brother or another. All men are the same. Agent FX02 had a preference for dark meat, although he hated black men. Jungle savages. Not much better than primitive beasts. As he was getting dressed, he heard scurrying from behind the bathroom door. If he wasn't in such a rush, he would have found the situation hilarious. He shook his head while thinking, I've taken down 27 targets in the last 18 months. And that's not counting the civilians that I had to kill in order to get to the intended target. And now I'm hiding from a dog dumb 20-year-old black whore? Lose my number, asshole. And before I leave, I just want to let you know that you have proven the myth true. Black men are way bigger than white men. Besides, I just like the thing you do with your tongue. The front door made a clicking sound as it closed. 5 minutes later, the front door to the suite made another clicking sound as the CIA assassin made a hasty exit. While parked in the Doubletree's Hotel's parking lot at 2:45 in the morning, Reagan downloaded and read the file that Director Bush had sent to his PDA. Indianapolis, Indiana, he said aloud. He had a 12 to 18-hour window to travel 639 miles into the exclusive $500,000 plus Indianapolis Golden Hill Estate home community, plant just enough C4 to take out the house and everyone in it, and then sit and wait until the real target arrived. When Agent XR13 arrived, FX02 would have a direct shot from the upstairs bedroom of the empty house across the street to the right of the Jones home, just in case XR13 didn't walk into his own house. After studying the blueprints to the 70-year-old 5,000 plus square foot home, FXO2 used his agency PDA to order the C4 wire exploding caps, an integrated cell phone, 50 caliber NTW-20 rifle with the infrared Bushnell scope, 2 fold-up tripods, and 100 rounds of ammo. There was no reply, which was standard. The supplies, along with a clipboard, a tool belt, and a service uniform would be inside the Indianapolis Gas and Light van the CIA would provide once the private jet landed at the Eagle Park airstrip in the Indianapolis suburb of Speedway. 7 hours later, FXO2 pulled into the open gates and around the horseshoe-shaped driveway. He got out of the van and looked up at the clouds. I guess if I believed in you, then I would ask that you not let it rain before I finished what I came to do. The agent shrugged. But since I don't, I will just let the fate of my actions order my way. And what do your believers say? Amen? Well, amen. He checked his watch after walking to the front door. 5 after 10. His Patek Philippe read. The high-tech military design watch also read radiation levels as well as a host of other things that would determine if there were any immediate lethal threats, such as landmines or other booby traps that are active in the watch wearer's immediate vicinity. After determining no imminent threat, ding dong, he rang the doorbell. Si, senor. Yes. My name is Nathan Beckford. He loved using his hero's identity, especially when his target or targets were black. No one he'd killed ever questioned his name. None of his previous black targets ever knew that Nathan Beckford was the man that started the Ku Klux Klan. There's a gas leak in your area. I need to get inside to check your levels. The meat is on this side of the house, the Hispanic woman replied. Yes, ma'am, I am aware of that, but I have to check the levels inside of the house to see if there is any danger. He could see through the thick stained glass front door window. The front room looked like a African museum. Artifacts, masks, pictures, everywhere. The furniture was okay. Invite him in, Kara, the agent heard another woman say. A moment later, the clicking sound of locks and bolts turning made Agent FXO2 smile. A portly young Hispanic woman held out her hand. I need to see another form of ID. One punch to the neck crushed her Adam's apple. FXO2 lightly pushed her aside, closed the door, and headed into the direction of the live body that his watch's heat source detected. Malia Jones was in the kitchen stirring cake batter. Agent FXO2 casually walked in. Malia looked up. Hello, the CIA assassin said before raising his gun. Goodbye, he said before shooting her in the face. She was dead before she hit the ground. FXO2 had to hurry before the bowl of batter fell to the hardwood kitchen floor. He put it back on the table, removed a black leather glove, and dipped a finger in the bowl and placed it in his mouth. Not bad. Not bad at all. An hour later, the house was wired and ready. He thought it best to wait inside for the kid to come home from school, but the agency didn't know where XR13 was at the current time. And he'd received direct orders to wait and watch from the foreclosed home across the street. From there, the director had said he'd be able to see the boy getting off the school bus in front of the subdivision. This would give him enough time to get back over to the house, grab the boy for bait, just in case XR13 did not show or somehow got away. Getting into the foreclosed house across the street undetected proved to be much more difficult than getting into the Joneses' home. Designer burglar bars were on the first floor windows and doors on all four sides of the two-story brick Tudor-style home. After driving the van into the alley, he carried surveillance equipment, gun, and rope and anchor into the backyard and placed the equipment inside the pool house a few feet from the main back doors. Director Bush had called the agent's cell phone 3 times in the last 10 minutes. He could not scale the wall and get in the house and set the surveillance equipment up fast enough. McLean, Virginia. The director's home office looked like a library at a hunting lodge. The heavily wooded log cabin office boasted a wall full of books, all hardcover and many first editions. An impressive glass cabinet full of hunting rifles dating back to the 16th century took up another wall, while a moose, bear, and a cougar's head were mounted on the same wall where 3 42-inch computer monitors hung. After yesterday's tense meeting at headquarters, the director he kind of decided to work from home where he could drink his brandy while keeping abreast of FX02's progress. The situation was tense. XR13 had been his recruit, his real-life 007. Over XR13's 30-year-plus unheralded career, Gerald had been his only handler. Only a handful of people knew the true identity of XR13. No one outside of restricted circles in the spy community would ever believe that the world's most dangerous killer was an African American. But just like all good things, everything must come to an end. It did not matter that nothing damaging was recovered from the thumb drive. What mattered was that XR13 had recorded an unauthorized interaction with his superior, which was a level 4 security breach. Gerald's peers had done exactly what he would have in a similar situation, passed the death sentence on XR13. Because Gerald had been remiss in his own security measures in allowing himself to be compromised on the recording, he too was well aware that his own mortality truly hung in the balance if he did not quickly contain the situation. On one monitor staring back at him was the agent assigned to snatch the boy if he didn't go straight home, and on the other 2 monitors, Gerald could see the bright green manicured lawn and the long cobblestone driveway that led to the Joneses' restored 2-story 1930s 4-sided cobblestone. "Any word on the boy?" the director asked while intently monitoring all 3 screens. "Still no sign," FX02 said while watching the house across the street through a high-powered 2-way camera scope. The heat sensors I planted around the perimeter haven't registered any human movement. It's getting dark. The kids should have been home by..." "Sir, do you still have a visual?" Yes, zoom in closer," the director ordered as he stared at the black Lincoln that just pulled in front of the Joneses. "It's him," FX02 said. Trouble was getting out of the back of a black Lincoln. "What do I do?" "Take the shot!" "The shot? Oh, I don't even have my rifle set up. You never told..." Shit! I'm sending in a team. Sir." "In the meantime, if he leaves the house," the director began before a thought crossed his mind. "Shit! He won't leave out the front once he discovers the boy's mother." "Sir." "Shit! Why didn't I have someone covering the rear? Shit. Sir!" "What?" the director finally acknowledged his field agent. "I planted enough C4 on both floors to level the house." "I didn't authorize. Why?" "Never mind. Good job. Do you have remote access?" Yes, sir. Cell phone digital code frequency. FX02 spoke with an air of pride in his voice. By now, he's discovered the body, the director commented. Do it! Do it now! 2 seconds after being given the order, a massive explosion rocked the 40 state homes in the upper crust neighborhood. Several homes were damaged, including the home that Agent FX02 was set up in. FX02! FX02! Are you there? Ronald FX02 Reagan was disoriented as he slowly rose to his feet. Despite the ringing in his ears, he could still hear the director's voice. Pitch black a minute ago, now the upstairs bedroom where FX02 was perched was lit up like the noon sun. FX02, come in! I've lost visual. FX02, come in right now! Glass and sheetrock were moving around the battered and bleeding agent. FX02! FX02! The ringing in his head was almost unbearable. He closed his eyes and slowly crawled over where he thought he heard the director's voice. FX02! The rising smoke made the agent cough. Which caused excruciating pain in his abdominal area. FX02, please respond. I said I have lost visual. The agent assassin noticed the blood on his hands as he picked up the high-powered camera scope. He slowly inserted the four-way scope's earpiece back in his ear, allowing the director to regain his multi-directional visual. FX02. You have glass protruding from your midsection. The agent looked down. His Indianapolis Gas and Light uniform was soaked with blood. He noticed several large shards of glass lodged in his stomach and chest area. I need an extraction, sir. I know, but first look out the window. Tell me what you see. The agent slowly did as he was told. Smoke. A lot of smoke. The house. What about the house? Gone. That one in 2 houses on either side. Shit! You killed civilians! I don't understand. I planted just enough C4 to bring down the house. You made a mistake in your calculations. No, sir, no disrespect, but I do not make mistakes. I know how much C4 I planted. How long before the extraction team? You see, I'm bleeding pretty bad. The press and the locals will be swarming the area any minute. It will be impossible for us to get a team to you as long as the locals are on the scene. What are you saying? You serve your country well, son. Your wife and children will be well taken care of. I will make sure of it personally. Wife and children? I'm 25. My wife is the agency, and I don't have any children, sir. I will die if no one comes soon. I suggest to avoid the pain, you take a cyanide capsule. At least you won't suffer.